gonna put the so this background looks horrible. I decided I'm gonna try to put a blue area up here. We have switched to the single light source as opposed to this setup, and just got a bold idea to try to make a negative space in shadow by, I mean, right there is light, a highlight, but I don't think we're going to be able to get a highlight right now. And even if we did, I think it would look silly. So I'm going to try to put, well, actually, this ultramarine blue is, I hardly even use this one because it's kind of a garish color, but I'm hoping that on top of that dark we have there, that maybe we will get a definition. So let's just try it out. So it's here. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna be good. The background just looks so bad. It just I don't know how it could get much worse, but we'll see. Maybe we can make it worse. Okay, this is a critical area here. And we definitely don't want anything that looks like just an outline, which is what that looks like. Might be really dumb, this concept, we'll find out. Also, having just a gigantic flat tone of the same color is never usually a great idea. I'm gonna see just to put this Primatite color here just over on this side. Oh yeah, that's much better. I believe with some of that blue just peeking out. Oh, maybe that's better. See about blot a little bit up here and there. No, that's bad. This could be okay. Get a little more up here. Okay, that's good. Maybe right here a bit. All right. Hard to say. Anyway. Just soften this edge. This is back to the warmer in the imagination, we might think that when we lift the tape off, that things will really be looking good, but not really that confident. I don't know why we got this blue down here. I guess we were trying to break up the giant color there. Okay, that looks pretty horrible. This looks ridiculously bad. So we actually, there's a highlight here. You know, we started out with this lighting here, so now we're decided to change to this lighting for some reason. But anyway, I'm gonna see if we can get this into a bit of a highlight. And we're gonna lift off some of that pear too, but we'll paint something in there later. But for now, we're just trying to take this back end of the rock and get more light in there. Okay, that kind of worked. Okay, yeah, that's a big improvement there. In fact, if we could get an edge like that over here, I think that would be a great accomplishment. So let's try to do that. Here, just painting some water all along this edge. I don't want that in there. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right. Okay. All right, so we're gonna fix up this end of the pear, but all in all, I think we're going in the positive direction on this rock. This is shadow here, but you know, fix that up after. Yeah, it looks good. I'm just gonna leave that like that. Right, we could make this shadow a little more bold. That area right here where it makes that little point, that's nice. So let's see if we can actually capture that. There's a slight highlight and shadow right there. This should be getting lighter as it goes farther to the left, and there's a bit of a highlight here. There is a greenish yellow reflection and shadow right there. Let's see if we can sort of remove some of this paint to put a hint of green in there after a bit. That looks pretty good when you consider that we're going to put a hint of green in there. And let's just try to get a little bit sharper line right here. That as a line looks horrible, but we gotta figure out a way to get that softer. Okay, it's a little better, and then I want to get a little bit of highlight right here. looks good. This looks bad. Try to get rid of some of that. And then just try to go a little bit softer right here. Okay, that's a little bit softer, and try to get these subtle differences in tones of the shadow there. And I don't know if this area here is working or not. I think we can just take a little more out of that. And this is still a bit heavy. I want to put a hint of blue, a hint of warmth right here, as that's the front end of the shadow. That looks great suddenly, okay. This end is suffering from the weird look. And then down here we want to go darker, but definitely on a warm side. And I guess here we want lighter. And I don't know if that's really happening right there. Just soften that a little bit. Okay, there's a lot more subtle. That's good. I don't know if this hard line is good. I don't think so, but whatever. We're gonna leave it for right now. Try to get rid of this whole line right here. It's kind of exaggerated, but we'll fix that later. Does look good in a way. If we could get that same effect right here, I think would be a big plus. And we did, except it's more contrast there. We really want more contrast up here. Thank you for the thumbs up as we flounder in our real-time watercolor painting. I'm trying to get a neutral gray to just come in here for a neutral gray. Okay, that's cool, and now I don't like this anymore. All right, it's looking pretty good, and you know, kind of seems like a rock. I don't know about that, but I just didn't like what was happening. This supposed to be that thing right there. Let's connect this here a little bit. I don't know if that's a good connection. Not really. This corner looks good. I wish the whole rock could look like that. I'm gonna do another kind of wash right here. Just water. See about just, oh, that looks really nice. Okay. I guess take a little off there. Okay, the rock is coming nice. Need more green here. I don't know how we could, if we're gonna be able to match that like speckle look. And try and blend this a little bit right up to the edge of that shadow. That's good. I don't know if we're leaving that white. I think we might as well, but this white here could go. That's good. This looks good. I think this could come off a little. This is nice having that warm gray there, but it's a little bit too well defined, I say. We'll have to fix that. Oh, it's still wet. That might be okay. I actually don't really do much finger painting with the watercolor, but that doesn't look half bad. Okay, let's try to redefine this edge here. And what we got there is like a sheen, a reflection and shadow. It's a yellow that's completely different than any of these other yellows, and I don't know how to make that. Often, if in an apple, I would have put a blue there, but I don't really see the blue in this instance. I think we'll just see about, let's see if we just go, that is not so great. We need a more contrast there, and possibly make the a strong blue in the rock, but it's important that that looks like it's behind. So I'm just gonna see about pull a highlight right here. And soften this up a little. We need a darker shadow there, I guess would be the ticket. It's not really green, but I'm putting a green there. Okay. Spontaneous stroke, and it looks okay. We still need work right here. I'm tempted to put the enamel pen right there, but I'm gonna hold off because I don't know if that's such a great idea. Here, meanwhile, let's get a bit of depth, hopefully right here. That's nice. It's starting to get a 3D look. Well, late for work, so I'm going to go to work. I appreciate everyone who stopped by, and thanks for that thumbs up. Real-time watercolor painting, apple, pear, and rock. And unfortunately on wood pulp paper, so we're having the predictable rough ride. How'd you find the stream? I don't know. What is the stream? I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, a lot of positives. I think the rock's looking good. Reasonable depth is happening. And we'll just see how it goes. I guess the pear is developing nicely. I think we're up to 3 hours, maybe more on this, but whatever. See you next time. Thanks so much, everybody who stopped by.